Can this game really read your mind? Because as I changed my personal ambitions for this Watford team at the beginning of this season, so the game seems to have adapted, and it's made the Premier League extremely interesting indeed. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Vicarage Road ground in Watford. And yes, I do sometimes think that this game can read my mind, because the original idea of this save was to establish Watford as a good, solid top half of the table team after 3 years. But at the end of last season, I decided that had already been accomplished and that we were going to raise the stakes and try and turn Watford into a Champions League team and reach for one of the Champions League places this season. Now, the game has been watching me, and the game has adapted itself, and this is what the Premier League looks like at this current time. Liverpool are absolutely walking away with the title at the moment, and after 23 games have been played, they are on 59 points, and they are 13 points ahead of us. After us comes Manchester City, Chelsea, Leeds, Manchester United, Brentford, Aston Villa and Arsenal. And those next 8 teams have separated themselves from the teams in the lower half of the table by the look of it. And so if we look at the difference in points between 2nd and 9th, it's just 6 points with 15 games to go. So any 3 of those 8 teams could join Liverpool in the Champions League spots. And we need to play well. We need a little bit of luck in order to ensure that we get one of those spots. And we do have a very, very tough fixture coming up today, and on the surface this would look like a very easy fixture, as we will play against Southampton, who are bottom of the league. They are absolutely in appalling form, and if we compare that to our recent form, you'd think that this was a result in the bag. But I know FM, and this could be a big banana skin, and we have to be very much on our game to win this game. We are still in the Europa League, having absolutely dominated our group in the first half of the season, playing 6, winning 6, including 2 victories home and away against group favourites Valencia. So very, very pleased with that performance, and what that means is that we don't need to play in that competition now until the middle of March, when we'll rejoin it in the second knockout round, and that gives us a month and a half where we really need to focus on these fixtures in the Premier League and solidify our chances of reaching those top 4 spots, which are going to be very much contested as the season comes to a close. In terms of the transfer window that has just happened, not a great deal happened. Just a couple of boys went out. Felix Agu went to Olympiacos for 16.75 million, and Elitium, he went to Junior, he went out for 2.3 million. Raised a little bit of money, which we've spent some of. We brought in from Malaga for 8.5 million Ramon Enriquez, who is a Spanish midfielder. He's going to train as a box-to-box midfielder, can play as a central midfielder, looks a good player. He's very good mentally, could do with a little bit more strength, I think, in midfield, but as an attacking mid and a box-to-box, I think he'll do a very, very good job for us. And that was it, really, in the transfer window. We didn't really feel the need to do anything more, and there was nothing that came up on the reports that was going to really strengthen the squad that we have. And so today we are going to play the game against Southampton, the big banana skin, the big game that has so many signals that this could go wrong. We have a plan, and let's go and play Southampton. And so the team for this very important game today is Bernardoni in goal, with Belanova, Alderete, Amadusic and Udogi at the back, with Estequio, Lusa, Dominguez and in midfield, and Vargas, Scott and Vitinha will take the responsibility up front. And this is a game we should be winning. Southampton's form is absolutely dreadful. Our form is absolutely splendid, and we should be winning games like this. We should be absolutely taking them apart, But I do know, FM, these games are potential banana skins, and we have to go out there and try to avoid slipping on this very big banana skin. And let's hope that we can get off to a good start. And the game, it has started, and it is very quiet at the moment, and it is Southampton who have the first highlight, and it could easily happen. 20th in the league. This is often the game that you lose and can't understand why you've lost. But I think we've done our research quite well. We're playing a very determined team. We're going to try and make sure there's no complacency. As Vitinha is put into space, and here is Vitinha, and Vitinha's chipped the goalkeeper. We have gone a goal up. And that is the perfect start. Beautiful counter-attack goal. Vitinha's pace put him in the clear, and it is 1-0 to Watford. Settle the nerves, but we do need to build on this now and go out and really drive this game home and score 3 or 4 goals and show that we mean business in this Premier League title challenge. We're obviously not going to win the title, but to get to a Champions League spot would be absolutely phenomenal. We're dominating the game. Southampton are not in it. They haven't even had a shot on goal in the first 20 minutes or so, and we are absolutely attacking them, and we have the ball again, and here is Dominguez. Dominguez is breaking forward. He's become a very, very useful player for us this season, Dominguez. He's worked his way into a crossing position, gets the ball into the box, but it's easily clutched by the goalkeeper, and it remains Watford 1, Southampton 0. And there's a long kick upfield which is headed back, and that should be easily collected by Bernardoni. Bernardoni, who's had a good season, he's been a good goalkeeper, very sure at the back, has helped us to get to this point where we're at in the season. And we have been defensively a lot better this year as Southampton look to bring the ball forward, but we should be in control of that. And here is Scott. Scott is looking over the top for Vitinha again. Vitinha's in space again, and Vitinha's made it 2-0. Vitinha's second goal of the game. It is Watford 2, Southampton 0. A lovely counter-attack goal again. The plan is working, and these potential banana skins, if you don't do your homework, they will bite you on the bum. But we did our homework. We worked out a plan of how to play this, and it's going well at the moment. Southampton are not in this game. We are totally dominating it, and although we have given the ball away, and here comes Southampton. They're looking to build from the back, and I think if I was the manager of Southampton, I would not be doing that. I think I'd be playing a much more direct game, but fair play to them. They're trying to play this passing game. It isn't working for them this season, and fair play to them. They keep trying it, but we've got it worked out, I think, and we are putting pressure on them as they try to break, but that's easily cut out by Bellanova. He finds Alderette. Alderette will look inside for Estaquio, and there's another long ball. This is perfect. This is how we planned it. Here is Dominguez going down the right again. He gets a cross in, and there's a chance, and it's a great save, or it actually hit the crossbar, and cannons over, and it remains Watford 2, Southampton 0. We're in control and totally dominating the game. And here are Southampton again, trying to play it out of the back. As I said, this is dangerous for them, and they do keep giving the ball away as they attempt to do that. But they are looking to work the ball into space, and they are breaking down the left. And luckily, we have players in the box, and we have cleared that up very easily. And here's Loser again. He's looking for Vitinha long, and it's tidied up by Southampton. And this is an awfully long highlight with nothing happening, which does suggest to me that something might happen at the end of it. And here come Watford again, and it's Bellanova. Bellanova finds Dominguez. Scott, who's playing on the wing today, he's looking to get outside his man. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can, and there's a chance, and it's somehow stayed out. It's still 2-0 to Watford. And this highlight seems to be going on forever as Luza finds Dominguez. Dominguez over the top for Vargas. Vargas has a chance and it's easily collected by the goalkeeper, and the highlight is over. And that was a very strange highlight because nothing really happened at the end of a long stint of play. And here is Alderete. He finds Bellanova. Bellanova's having quite a good game. He was brought in today because of his determination factor and the fact that he's been training well. He's a boy that wanted to play. We looked at complacency as an issue, and we've brought in these very determined players today who have been doing very well in training. These are the boys that want to play, and they're getting their chance. Bellanova's taken that chance, and he is having a very good game as Watford bring it through again. And there's Vitinha with a snapshot from the edge of the box. It's parried away, and it will be a corner to Watford. This is a very long game that's actually going on here, and I need to check. I've actually got it on key highlights, because it does seem, it is on key highlights, it does seem to be a very long game for a game that we should be comfortable. They are showing a lot of highlights, and there is another header picked up by Bellanova. He's having a lovely game. And here's Scott. Scott's past his man. He can get to the byline. He's going to look to get a crossing. He can't get a cross in. He finds Bellanova. Bellanova crosses into the box, and that's over everybody's head. Vargas picks it up, and Vargas has been fouled, and I think that will be a free kick. No, it's not been given. That looked like a clear foul to me. Everybody stopped, and the game continues, and Southampton are looking to bring it forward. This is a very strange game, and FM is dragging this one out, and there's very little in terms of what Southampton are offering, but this game seems to be going on for a long time. There are a lot. Oh, was that over the line? That was very, very close. It's not been awarded, and we don't need to see that because it doesn't show anything. And Vargas is making his way into the box. It's been all Watford, which is why I can't understand why there's so many dead highlights going on here. And here is Vargas. Vargas is looking to get a cross in. He can't. Udegi, and that is a penalty. Surely that is a penalty. I think if we can score from the penalty spot now, that will put this game to bed. Southampton really haven't offered anything, and that's a clear penalty in my opinion. And it will be, I think, probably Vitinha who steps up for the penalty, and he has scored, and it is Watford 3, Southampton 0, a hat-trick for Vitinha. He's back in business. He's not been in the greatest of form this season, but lovely to see him on the score sheet regularly, and a hat-trick today. Absolutely brilliant. Watford 3, Southampton 0 as we come up to half-time, and really all we need to be saying with I'm really happy with the way things are going. Let's get out there, let's finish this game off, let's go home, and let's be in second place still, just behind Liverpool. I think Liverpool are having a bad game today. I think they're only drawing, are they? Actually, they're not playing. So we have managed to close the gap on Liverpool to 10 points, a mere 10 points. In terms of what's going on, I think we will make some changes now. And so we have made a couple of changes just to bring some fresh legs onto the pitch. It is Southampton who have the ball, and they are going to, and there's an interesting name playing for Southampton, Magyar, who was a great servant in the Swansea save. It's interesting to see him turn up in a Southampton shirt. And Southampton are probably going to score a late consolation goal. It does happen to us so much this season. We seem to just give away goals to everybody during the last 5 minutes or so. But we are 3-0 up, and we can just hold on to that 3-0. But here is Jota. Can he make it 4? He can't. He puts it past the post. Jota, who has come on for Vargas, who was a little tired. Everybody's looking a little complacent out there, so I need to demand more from them. And I don't like this complacency. We need to just keep going. we haven't won the game yet, as Southampton are in the clear, and that's a very good save by it's a very good save by Bernardoni, and wow, we got away with one there, and this complacency is an issue, and that's why we looked at that as an issue today before the game, and we have several players who are looking complacent. But we have sorted out one or two. And there's another chance for Vitinha, and Vitinha fires it straight at the goalkeeper. It's gone out for a corner. There's only 3 minutes left. We just need to keep going. Let's try and get another one. Let's make it 4-0 as Southampton clear it. And it's won back by... I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Ramon. But we have held on to this. It's 3-0. It's probably game over now. It is game over, and we have got the 3 points. And a win and a good performance, that'll do for me. It's been a good day here at the Vicarage Road. A game that was potentially a banana skin, and we have managed to avoid defeat. In terms of the schedule that's coming up, as I said before, we can now focus on the Premier League for a little while before the Europa League second knockout round in the middle of March, and then I can't see us doing very well in the Europa League, so pretty much all our focus is going to be on the Premier League now until the end of the season, and just hope that of those 8 teams, that we are one of the 3 that will claim a Champions League spot. And I just hope FM is not listening to me right now. And so that's it for this episode. If you are new to the channel, then why not subscribe, watch, like and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to support all that good stuff that you can see scrolling above. And so from a very, very happy Vicarage Road ground in Watford, we will bid you all farewell, and we will see you very soon in the next episode.